Well, Michelle, you've never had to worry about being typecast at all, have you? From cocaine snorter to a hawk, from a car hop, whatever it was. Is it difficult getting roles nowadays since the studios don't have their contract players anymore?
Oh, I thank God they don't have contract players anymore. I mean, it certainly is real competitive, but
I mean, even when you get the big write-up if somebody really likes you in a movie, do they forget you right away unless somebody's really out there, really pushing you, or what?
well, some people do, some people don't, and but you just keep, you just keep going along and remind them about you, I guess. I don't know. I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about that, I guess.
Well, you're working all the time. That's why.
Well, not all the time. But
I got to ask you real quick before we get to Lady Hawk. How did Miami, the folks of Miami, love the Scarface crowd when they were hanging around down there? Were they a little worried about them, or?
I think that they were worried, but that I didn't. There was no problems. I think they anticipated problems, and there just weren't any.
Weren't they afraid about Miami getting a bad name and all that sort of thing?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would think that they were worried about that. But as far as any problems while we were shooting, or there wasn't any problem at all. No interference.
And you learned some new words in that movie too, didn't you?
None that I didn't know.
Oh. What was the most difficult part about doing Lady Hawk? Was it the hanging around the wolf, or what?
The most difficult part about working on Lady Hawk.
You've heard that question before? Gee, I thought that up all by myself. Go ahead. Well,
I'm getting a little slap happy.
A little punchy, yeah.
Yeah. Was that there's so much time and energy spent on getting the animals to do the right thing that I feel that it takes away from the time and energy to getting the performance the best that it can be. That, as an actress, it was very new for me. I had never worked with animals or special effects, and that was kind of frustrating. However, it was a time in my work when I relied on my technique for mostly than I ever have.
So you knew your lines, but they say, let's do it one more time for the wolf, or let's do it one more time for the hawk.
I was so good in that last take. Well, the animal wasn't too bad.
He was looking
on the cutting room floor.
He was looking the wrong way. Did you think this was, when somebody said, I've got a role for you, it's about a woman who turns into a hawk and a guy who turns into a wolf, did you think that this was something Disney should have been making when they gave you the plot line originally, or?
Well, I don't think I heard the plot. I initially just read the script, and if somebody had told me the plot line, I might have raised my eyebrows a little, but seeing as I opened the script up and I read it, and I immediately was fascinated, and stayed fascinated throughout the whole thing. I fell in love with the story right away.
I thought it was very, very good. Was it really raining that night, or did they really, the big rainstorm in the movie? Did you really get?
Of course it wasn't raining.
Well, I don't know. I believe all these things. I believe you did turn into a hawk.
You do?
Yes. What's your new movie? Is what, Into the Night or something? With Jeff Goldblum. What's that one about? It's probably totally different from everything else you've done.
It's very different. It's about Los Angeles. It's about a certain part of Los Angeles, not Los Angeles as a whole, a certain group of people. It's comedic, it's kind of dramatic and scary and silly at times and serious at times. It's it's John Landis. It's very hard to pigeonhole his films, and I always have a difficult time saying, what is this movie about?
Well, what's your role then? Who are you in this motion picture coming up?
Diana is a woman who comes to Los Angeles, a young woman who comes to Los Angeles to be an actress, gets involved with the wrong group of people and becomes very dependent and stays that way for a number of years. And at a certain point, it's pulled out from underneath her, and she gets herself into trouble and meets up with Jeff, and she's kind of fighting for her life, and as a result of that is introduced to a very interesting man whom she would never have looked at before that, and I think she grows up.
Okay, well, very good. You didn't have to come too far to be a movie star, did you? Orange County, just down the street. Usually they end up coming from some small town in Maine, you know, and I made it big in Hollywood. And
Well, have you ever been to Orange County?
it's that far, it's further away than I think it is.
Yeah.
No, I've driven through there, but
Yeah. It's
they don't hire many people from Orange County. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, you know, I sure get teased a lot from being from Orange County, so I don't think this town is really used to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Geez, John Wayne loved it. Anyway, thank you very much, Michelle. Nice
You're
talking to
welcome.
you. Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.